What if the Earth right now just stopped spinning? No warning, just a full dead stop. Well, first thing is first. Everything not securely bolted down to bedrock would suddenly be launched sideways at over 1,000 miles per hour. That includes you, me, our houses, cars, trees, and every animal on the surface. We'd all become supersonic projectiles, flying eastward until we hit something very, very hard. Imagine this. You're sitting on your couch, and in an instant, you, the couch, and your entire house are flung through the air at the speed of a fighter jet. It would be a catastrophic, planetary-scale car crash. The sheer momentum would turn cities into rubble in seconds. Buildings would be torn from their foundations and flattened, but that's just the beginning of our problems. The oceans, which are also moving at this incredible speed, wouldn't stop with the planet. They would slosh out of their basins, creating unimaginable mega-tsunamis hundreds of miles high, sweeping across entire continents at breakneck speed. These colossal waves would wash over everything, erasing coastlines and scouring the land clean for miles and miles inland. The sheer force would be enough to pulverize mountains. It's not just water. The atmosphere itself would keep moving, generating winds so powerful they'd strip the very soil from the ground. Okay, let's say by some miracle you survive this initial chaos. What's next? The Earth would now be tidally locked with the sun, just like the moon is with us. This means one side of the planet would face the sun forever, while the other side would be cast into eternal night. The sun-facing side would become a scorching, barren desert. Temperatures would skyrocket, boiling away any remaining surface water and making life impossible. We're talking temperatures hot enough to melt lead. On the flip side, the dark hemisphere would turn into a frozen wasteland. Without any sunlight, it would plunge into a permanent deep freeze, far colder than anything we've ever experienced in Antarctica. Ice sheets thousands of feet thick would cover the land and the frozen oceans. So, where could anyone possibly live? There would be a sliver of hope in a narrow region between these two extremes. The Twilight Zone or Terminator line. This is the band where the sun is always on the horizon, creating a perpetual state of dawn or dusk. Here, temperatures might just be in the habitable range, not too hot and not too cold. But even in this twilight zone, life would be a constant battle. Remember those 1,000-mile-per-hour winds? They would still be raging. The extreme temperature difference between the hot and cold sides would create the most violent and chaotic weather system imaginable. The air from the hot side would rush towards the cold side, creating perpetual, globe-spanning storms. We'd see constant hurricane-force winds, massive dust storms that could block out the faint light, and unimaginable electrical storms. The atmosphere would become an absolute blender of chaos. If humanity were to survive, we would have to migrate to this twilight belt. We'd likely build massive, heavily fortified underground bunkers or domed cities to protect ourselves from the extreme weather. These cities would be strung along the narrow habitable line, forming a chain of human outposts in a world trying its best to erase us. Our entire civilization would be rebuilt in this thin ribbon of eternal sunset. And one more thing, without the Earth's spin, our protective magnetic field would likely vanish. This shield is what protects us from harmful solar radiation and cosmic rays. Without it, the surface, even in the twilight zone, would be bombarded with deadly radiation, forcing us to live deep underground. So a world without spin isn't just a world with a very long day. It's a world of extreme violence, extreme temperatures, and extreme survival. It would be the most terrifying ride you could ever imagine. Let's all be thankful our planet keeps on spinning, day after day. What other wild what-if scenarios should we explore? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this cosmic catastrophe, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.